Okay, here is how you use the Hootsuite Schedule Master for all networks document. This is going to tell you how you take posts from the spreadsheet and insert them manually into the Hootsuite website. So always keep in mind, if you see a little corner like this, that means there's a note for you to read. So I'm just going to go over this top index here. Month obviously is month. Post date is going to be the exact date, time the time that it needs to be posted. And you might have to round this off. I think you probably do. So if it says 12:01, put it at 12 a.m. And then the message is going to be here. Image attachment is going to be the name of the image, and or a URL showing you where to download that image. I also may put notes in here that says something like, look up a picture of something on Google Images, and then you'll have to go find a really great picture and download it. So I may have directions like that in there, but in the case of this one down here, Austin Music Tonight, that's the name of the file, and I'll get to that. And caption is a caption that you would take the image, open it up in Photoshop, and put whatever caption is listed here on the bottom, or the best place that you can find in the photo that looks great. Okay, and then scheduled simply means we'll put a check, meaning that you've already scheduled it, so that we're not risking duplicating that post. Okay, and then notes. If you mouse over this, you'll see that I have the Hootsuite login for my accounts, and I'm going to take this out because it seems to be working now. And that's it for the top menu items. And let's just go ahead and show you an example I've got down here. This allows me to go in and put in posts anytime, and you can schedule them, or you can have somebody who's working for you schedule them. So what we've got here is an example post, and all the information there is there that we need. So first thing I'll do is just copy the message. Go over to Hootsuite. And when you log in, this is what you're going to see. In the compose message, I'll just paste that in. And then what I'm going to do is grab the image. I'm going to put this over here. So this is Austin Music Tonight. And what you want to do is have your Dropbox folder open. And I'll have all of the appropriate files in that. In this case, I've labeled it Hootsuite Pictures. So just open that up. And you could have it over like this so that you can see what the file is supposed to be. Austin Music Tonight. There's the file. So you can simply click on this, and you can drag and drop the correct photo right on top like this. And you can see it'll put a preview in there. Make sure it says hide URL when posting to Facebook or Google. And then I'm going to click this little scheduling thing here. And if I look over here, we want to schedule it for the 26th at 2:05. So look on the calendar. I'll click on the 26th, and did it say 2:05? Is that right? 2:05 p.m. And you've got to be very careful and make sure that everything is exactly the way it is, or you can really mess this up, because you're going to post this across many of my networks. So double check that you've got PM, that you've got the exact time and the exact date highlighted down here. This is very detail-oriented work. Alright, and then, so you've got the image attached there, you've got it scheduled. Then I click over here to select the networks. And in this case, I'm going to have it posted to everything. Okay, so I should have a little thing here that says networks. And then I'll put a note here. In this case, all. I may say all except Iguana Grill. So in that case, if I say all except Iguana Grill, these right here, see Iguana Grill, these are the ones that you would remove. Okay, now so in this case I've got all of my networks up. I've got the correct time, I've got the correct date, I've attached the photo, we're ready to go. and you can go ahead and schedule it. Now, one thing this is a really long URL here. It might be a good idea to actually shrink that. So you can put it in here and click shrink. Awesome. We still have the photo attached, making sure that it's not that. And then we click schedule. Please schedule your message at least 5 minutes. Okay, so that one's already expired time-wise, so we're going to move that to the 3 o'clock time. But actually what I'll do is, in this case, I'll make it 2:20. Okay, 2:20 p.m. And it says message scheduled. Now if you go over here where it says pending messages, you can click this and you'll see the message that you just scheduled right here. See? Just like that. And if something goes wrong, you can edit. But the problem is that you'll have to edit in all of my networks. Tomorrow, strings attached, is playing a free show to go on a grill at 7 p.m. Will you repost this to come to our show? Boom. Okay, so that was a test post, and I actually didn't do exactly what it said, because down over here, see the caption, I didn't add the caption. So if you're doing this post for me, you would have opened up the photo here in Photoshop and added this caption to it. So very important to do that. And I am going to take that out of there and put it into another post for you to do later on down here. Alright, so that's basically the gist of it. And what you can do is, this one has been scheduled, so I'm going to put an X by it, is you can check into this. If I don't let you know, you can always just check in and see if there are any unscheduled. You'll notice if there's not an X and there's a message, then you can go ahead and schedule it. Otherwise, I will let you know when messages are ready to be manually entered into Hootsuite. I think that covers everything. Let me know if you have any questions. This is a great time-saving tool, and if you have any questions, email me, will@willtaylor.com. You can also text me 512-775-2371. That's my advice on how to use Hootsuite with an assistant or virtual assistant.